Ecclesiastes 5, 7, and 8. For in the multitude of dreams and vain things, many words, is false worship, but you should worship God. If you see oppression of the poor and violent perversion of judgment and just in a city, do not marvel at the matter, for he who is higher than the highest is watching, and he who is higher is over them. God's in control. Allowing God to run our lives instead of us is the truest form of worship and accepting Him who He truly is. Because it's allowing Him to be who He is over us. Okay, Judges 2, 6 through 9. Judges 2, 6 through 9. And Joshua dismissed the people, and the sons of Israel went home to their farms to take possession of their country. Now this is what the people were supposed to do. The people, Joshua got them to a certain point. Fact is, if the people would have had more dependency on Joshua there afterwards, they would have been dependent on Joshua and not God. So there's a point that whoever brings something to a certain point, us to a certain point, eventually the Lord's got to take them. The Lord's got to allow us, and that isn't saying we ain't going to work with others, but ultimately our confidence isn't in those who helped us and those who aided us. Our confidence shouldn't be in, like Israel's confidence shouldn't have been in Moses and Joshua. Our confidence should be in others as well. It should be ultimately in God and just work with the people God sent us. There's always godly people to work with. But if they didn't have God, then oftentimes they didn't focus on the people to help them. Verse 7. And the people worshipped the Lord throughout Joshua's life and throughout the life of the elders who could outlive Joshua, who had seen the Lord's great work and He did for Israel. Now there was some, and because there's an age, so there was some that may have been teenagers that came out of Egypt. There was some around who saw or at an old enough age where, yes, they didn't face God's wrath, but they were also old enough to recognize, hey, you were born in the wilderness. We were born in Egypt. We saw what the Lord did, type people. And these people saw what the Lord did and were fully submitted to Him because of His power. And because of these people's submission to the Lord, the other people submitted to the Lord as well, and the younger people. Oftentimes setting the right influence helps other people do what's right. The influence is very important in a Christian walk. If we're creating a bad influence, it's a lot easier for others to follow bad influence. And it's easier for us to live godly when we have godly influences. Verse 8. And the Lord's servant Joshua, the son of Nun, died at age 110 years old. 10 years. And then he buried him in his estate at Timnath-Heres in the highland of Ephraim, to the north of Gash mountains. So Joshua was buried by men. Unlike Moses, Joshua was buried in the promised land. Because Joshua received his portion of the promised land, because Joshua remained faithful to what the Lord wanted him to do. Joshua remained sound on the Lord's teaching. But oftentimes, great leaders always end up coming to pass away. Great godly men die and are taken to the Lord. We can't focus on the godly men. We can learn from them and learn from how they followed God. But we also got to realize there'll be a time they pass away and go to be with it. And the impact they had should not go away with this godly. We should keep learning from it.